Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. DOT is still holding here in our yellow support zone and is also holding just above the 61.8 extension level at $5.50. DOT has reached this white target area and could still go down lower, possibly to $4.99 or $4.60 in an overall bullish scenario, but below this level the floor definitely starts to crack, or will have cracked, because below the 460 level there isn't going to be any likely bullish scenario left on the chart, but it's not invalidated either. So we shouldn't mix this up. I'll say it again because it is very relevant these days. First of all, the price has done what it was supposed to be doing. We wanted to see, especially in the last week and two, I highlighted to you that one more low is preferred, given that we've come down so close to the green line and that there has been a failure to rally in an impulse or even just in a diagonal pattern. I gave you a white target zone. We're there now, okay? But there is at the moment, first of all, no sign of recovery. So it could still go down a little bit lower. I have to assume it goes lower until I see some kind of a signal, even though we're now in an area where a reversal really is due. But below $4.60, the idea that this is a wave 2 correction, which started up here in March, well, this idea will have to be, let's say, revised, or at least it's getting challenged. Now, don't confuse this. So below $4.60, which is the 78.6 retracement, and a lot of you will know that, but a lot of you don't, that's just support. So that level is support. Below that level, yeah, support is broken. But just because support breaks, it does not invalidate the Elliott Wave structure. The Elliott Wave structure will only be invalidated if we break below the red line, below the invalidation line. And the invalidation line is at 355. But yeah, we are going to be in no man's land below 460 and above 355, because probabilities will already be shifting towards more bearish scenarios. Now, again, 460, that's, you have a bit of wiggle room there, because the 460 level is not an invalidation point, and it's more like, okay, do we get let's say a sustained break below that level? If we get a sustained break, so a convincing break, essentially we need to be convinced. Sometimes people, ask me what's a sustained break? Well, difficult to say, but we need that sustained break to clearly say, okay, probabilities are shifting. It's the same with a trend line breakout. I mean, if we have a trend line breakout, if you visualize it like that, right? When do you know a trend line is broken? Okay, maybe if there's a retest, yeah. But sometimes there is no retest. So it's all about, okay, when are you convinced that it's broken? So that is a bit subjective, but the difference between support and invalidation is below the invalidation point, there's zero wiggle room, okay? No room to play with. Below 355, that upside setup is completely invalidated. So that means we want to avoid, however, a break below 460, because it will already, and by the way, I just see there's a P missing. Wave 2 support. Below that level, yeah, probabilities will already start to shift. At the moment, either way, there is no confirmed low in place, but I'm watching for possible reversals, either now from here, or after one more low. One more low seems likely. But in the very short term, see, we're moving down in a very complex corrective structures. Seems like another 4-5 pattern is missing. This wave 4, I mean, it might have completed here, but it's just too shallow to be reliable. So we might see a bit more of an extended wave 4 here. You might see this trend line here. The upper trend line looks a bit like a wedge pattern. So we might test that in this fourth wave, and then there could be one final fifth wave to the downside. And what would be the earliest indication that a low is in place? Probably a break above this wedge pattern's upper boundary line. You might not see it so well, but it's basically this trend line here. And if we then can break above the X wave high as well, which is around 730, and then a break above 780, or get a break above 780, well, then we start to get solid confirmation that a low has been struck. Be aware that while at the moment there is absolutely no evidence a low is in place, turnarounds can happen really quickly in crypto, really quickly. And I can tell you, I've seen it time and time again. Can I promise it? No. but the FOMO will come back across the sector, and then people, will be tempted to chase. That's the reality of the markets. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.